So a couple days ago, we were out and came back, and there was a rain, a thunder, a wind, everything storm that happened. We were out swimming, and thunder rolled in, and no more swimming. So I came home and I took a peek out the backyard just to make sure everybody was sitting pretty and no danger was happening, nobody was damaged. And then I looked down from the door to the floor, the walkway, the patio stones, and there was laying that dahlia and this dahlia. And these are pretty tall. Like, I mean, and this is the shorter of the two. So they're at least 4 feet tall. And now I got branches that have decided they're still attached, but they're weakened from their fall. And so I have this little trellis that I'm going to use in the back here. There was another bamboo. Now this guy here already had some splaying out, so I already used some twine wrapping it around itself. Closed it like sort of like a shoelace or whatever. And those guys over there also had a similar issue. But this guy was completely freestanding except for the one bamboo stick in the back. And so it's time to do some damage control. So I'm just going to stand up. Actually, let's just place the phone down. Okay, so I have my big roll of twine. Actually, I have some of these twisty guys too. I'll borrow its services for a moment. Just because this is more than I have hands to hold. So just kind of, I'm just going to make like a little loop, just a little hook, so I can get it to stay up while I gather the other guys. So I'm just going to take a piece of twine. What did I do with those scissors? Oh, I'm sitting on them, of course. You could ask for anything. I have, there we go. The solar light is a tripod. This will probably be plenty. I'm going to go around a few times. So, just going to fold these guys up. And there's some sprouts coming off down at the bottom that could also use some assistance. So maybe I'll get these guys tied in good first along the lower half. So I'm just gonna reach the twine around to the back where I can tie it to the little trellis that's already there. So I'll just make I don't want it to be too tight because you want there to be airflow to the period, and that's not good. So I just tied the rope around itself. Let's see, what are we going to do with these guys? Maybe we'll just make a little hammock, sort of. Say, I got you, don't you worry, baby. You can always come in and tighten it up later. I don't have my glasses on. I think I need a new prescription for my or new frames. They're a couple of years old. So I'm just gonna turn it like you would. It's kind of like garland on a Christmas tree. If you have a fake Christmas tree that you can spin around easily enough, which I have had before. And this one leaf is, oh, we'll just throw that in the bin underneath. Okay, can we make it around another time? How about we tie it here, or at least loop it. Hopefully this support will be strong enough. It's an old guy from years gone by. And we'll just make a knot in there. And maybe grab another long guy. So this is probably 2 meters long. Which equals 6 feet. And it's not a big deal. I mean, I can always add more to it if I desire. So I'm just going to tie it onto the trellis. Now I have to be careful because what happens, the weight will shift as I spin it around. And then all of a sudden, the good strong stock might start falling over just because of the gravitational pull. So maybe we can do that. So the one that I hooked earlier with the green, I'm gonna just go like this and weave it gently. Fix that leaf. That's cute. Just okay. Yeah. So just kind of weave it so that way. Hopefully it's dispersing some weight. We have some blooms. Is this one coming or going? I think that one's coming. There's a new little bud that's forming, another bud here. So what's going to happen is these blooms, sometimes they hold the water. Sometimes they catch the wind because they're pretty dense. I mean, they're a beautiful double bloom. And they stay on the plant for at least 5-6 days. So here's one that, I'm just going to leave it where it is. Okay, so just gonna bring this around, bring it around town like SpongeBob. Technique. Okay, I'm gonna put this on a pause for a moment and come back. Okay, so I just worked the twine around the mid height of the front branches, and now I've gotten to this bamboo stake. And I think what I want to do is incorporate that a little twist. So that way I can use that as a tightening spot. Just to sort of add some more stability. As I cinch it, it sort of straightens everybody up a little bit more. And then we'll come around here. Oops, gotta pan the camera. Sorry. Okay, so we're just gonna pull this through. I don't really like to. There we go. And so let's see. Oh, that is tight. Okay, so I think I'm actually going to put another little loop in here just so that I can use it as a, I'm not going to tie it there, but I'm just going to loop it so that it gives some stability. And then I'm going to go up top and I'm going to, or the next level up, and I'm going to hook on there. And then I'm going to spin around in the other direction. I'm just using my feet to turn it. Oh dear, it's getting away on me. It's a little bit heavy. He's not heavy, he's my brother. My brother, we used to actually call him brother. So we used to sing that to him when he was a baby and also older. Okay, I think I'm going to pause for a sec and tie this off. I'll be back. Okay, so I came around the bend and got to this original bamboo stake. I think I'm just going to simply make a knot. See if I can do this one-handed. It's the end of the rope, so it's a little bit easier to get with one hand. And just gonna tie